Dominicano, Dominicano, Rick Scott. Un aplauso fuerte. Sí, ok, sí, sí, sí.
La Iglesia de la Nación. Yo soy amigo personal. Sería espectacular. Llámame ahora. Cita para el café. Octubre 6.
Sí, ya. Quise decir. Sí. We want to say thank you. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Dominicano for Rick Scott. It means a lot to us because I want to say just a few little things. I now know Senator Rick Scott for quite a bit, and I love his outreach to the community. So I want to welcome Senator Rick Scott and his wife Ann.
The better half.
The better half. For the many years for the outreach to the Latinos community in general. Thank you. And in particular today for the Dominican community, which is a community that is Central Florida is growing here in Chamber of Commerce, only the House of the Dominican Republic. The whole walk of life, that they understand that we are a conservative community, that we understand what church means to our community, and what a good government is. So I want to welcome you both. But I also want to give a big thanks to the owner of this establishment, Señor Hernán y su esposa, disculpa, ¿cómo? Naomi Núñez, por darnos este establecimiento. Thank you so much both, because we gave them the call, and within minutes, they say, here we are. That is a sense of community. I want to thank Senator for being for the many things that you have done for all of us, right? And I don't want to mention Hurricane Maria, right? And how you help us, our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters that have been teachers and all type of certifications and licenses that you were able to help them out to be able to come in here and work immediately. I want to thank you both for allowing that to happen. So big bump. But before we start, I really want to ask my pastor, Santiago Ferreira, to follow us in prayers and start this with that. It's going to be in Spanish, but I think God works in mysterious way. We will all understand.
Muy buenos días para todos. Pedir a Dios la bendición por el senador y por todos los candidatos que se presentan en esta oportunidad, especialmente en estas elecciones que son tan importantes. La oración, que es hablar con Dios, es una herramienta de cambio de época. Así que le vamos a pedir a Dios por la vida de nuestros candidatos y del Senador Scott. Padre, en el nombre de Jesús, en esta mañana, te damos gracias y te pedimos por la vida del Senador Rick Scott para que tú bendigas su familia, su salud, que le multiplique fuerzas, que él encuentre gente correcta al lado de él, Señor. Pedimos también por este proceso electoral 2024, para que todos los candidatos que te teman a ti y que quieran que este país viva con
Everybody say amen. Help understood. But we're not just Dominican here. We are Puerto Ricans. The Latino community is vast. We also have different members of our community that are also running for different seats. And we have tremendous success, and I hope the best. But the one thing we all have in common is our conservative values. And I think Florida, we want to keep it like that, and we want to make sure you keep it strong. Conservative values matters a lot, and I think Florida is strong at it. And with many more years here in the Senate, I think we're going to keep it like that. I'm running for state Senate, for Florida State Senate. I want to keep those values. We need leaders like you there. But before we start, I want to allow everybody that is here in this round table to introduce yourself 30 seconds. Then we're going to have more time just for your names, and then we'll definitely have some time to speak about or any questions that you might have for the senator. So if we can start here, please. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Sure. Aaron Huntley, Chairman of the Orange County Republican Party.
Can I pass over?
Good morning, everyone. Aaron Huntley here with the Orange County Republican Party. We're happy to partner here in Orange and Osceola to win for conservative values in Senator Rick Scott.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Jennifer Macio, and I am Dominican, and I am a local entrepreneur here in Orlando. And I've been supporting Senator Scott for many years
For a long time.
I know that he's
Jennifer shows up.
I know that you're going to continue to do great work in Washington, and I just can't wait to see what this next term has in place for us. With you there. Thank you.
I'm Colonel Thomas Shell from the U.S. Army, retired, and I'll be the candidate for Congressional District 9 here in Central Florida.
My name is Olga Gonzalez, and I'm the mayor of the city of Kissimmee. And
Hey,
I'm here because of the values I believe in. And I'm all three cultures. I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Cuban.
Whoa! That's all three.
Good morning, my name is Olga Lucia Castaño. I'm the vice mayor for the city of Kissimmee. And congratulations for winning and going to the general. Let's continue working for our values. God bless you.
Yo, Bourgeois, Dominican, I support you for a long time.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure, and thank you for being here with us.
Good morning. My name is Neva Rodriguez, and I come to support you and most people running the position over here, Republican position.
Good morning. My name is Raul Soria. I'm very in real estate in the Dominican Republic, always supporting Senator Rick Scott. Thank you for being here.
From
Good morning,
Peru.
sir. Navy veteran.
Go Navy.
Go Navy.
Before you had to.
But after retiring from the Navy, I know the fight starts with the conservative. We got to keep being conservative. Thank you very much for everything you do for our community, and welcome. Thank you.
My name is Peter. I am an army veteran, and I don't stand up for anybody. I know you're a Navy veteran, but I'll forgive you for that.
Oh!
And still vote for you. The only thing that I want you to try to do really is to help President Trump to make our VA hospital strong again. Thank you for being here, and I'm still thinking about voting for you or not because you're a Navy guy.
You guys vote. Come on.
My dad was Army. Yeah, and Dad too. But her brother was Navy.
Hi, good morning. My name is Mayra La Paz. I'm a journalist from Dominican Republic in Orlando, and I CEO for Portada Latina magazine, promote the job for the Hispanic community, and I support you. You good job. Continue to work, Cito. Thank you so much. How are you?
Good morning, my name is Betty Amador y soy líder. Perdón,
Soy líder comunitaria acá en la Florida Central. Tengo radio y estoy soportando a Rick Scott porque creo que necesitamos cambios en la Florida y él es parte del cambio.
Oh, you know Spanish, so I don't have to.
Let me know if you want me to translate.
It's a pleasure
No,
to
I was about doing that.
all
You do
of
it.
you.
Yeah.
It's truly humbling. My name is Jose Sanchez. I'm Dominican. I'm a law enforcement officer for the city of Orlando, a longtime supporter of Senator Rick Scott, and I just want to say that seeing folks in this room and here, this is where it matters, the local level. It begins here. Without the senator having our support at this level, then he can make the things that he needs to make happen up there. So it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
My name is Rick. God bless you. We love you. My name is
Good name.
Here for the past 25 years en mi área Orlando. Trabajamos con la comunidad. Somos ministros del Señor. Trabajamos para Jesús. Y por eso lo apoyamos porque sabemos los valores corporativos
We know your values.
para toda la nación,
All
toda
the
esta
nations.
comunidad que está aquí
All the
también.
communities.
En el nombre de Jesús lo bendecimos.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amén.
Good morning. My name is Tony Familia, local entrepreneur. You had my support when you were governor. You continue to have my support as senator. I think you're doing a great job. I'm Dominican, Latino. We really appreciate you. We want you to know that. And we want you to continue to do a great job because you are doing a great job.
Good morning, Senator.
Hi.
Again, my name is Fiordalisa Frias. I am running for County Commissioner District 3 of Osceola County. And I'm going to say something very, very different. Being here makes me feel at home. This is family. Familia forever. Always remember, Dominicans have something very unique. We're politicians from the heart since we were born. And a lot of the people that are here today are politicians since they were born doing politics over there and over here. And today they're here supporting you. That means a lot.
Yep.
So, God bless you.
All right, my name is Cheyenne Pineda. They said I only have 30 seconds. I said I'm Dominican.
Can
so
you
we
do
always-
it? Can you do it?
I am a mom of two beautiful, future godly sons and husbands. I'm a homeschool mom and I'm a community leader, and I'm so blessed to be around, like she said, the Dominican community. We lead right. So we have conservative values by nature, by our culture. So I'm so blessed to be here next to you, Mr. Rick Scott.
My name is Paula Stark. I'm the state representative for District 47 here in Osceola. I forgot to tell you she's on my advisory board. So she's special, and she is right. This community is very, very strong, and we appreciate that in all of our Central Florida area. And of course, anytime you show up, I show up. So
You do every time.
I adore you. I think you're just.
Work hard.
But what is happening with beating him?
Every time.
He runs too much. He runs too much.
So thank you so much for everything you do. I supported you when you were the governor. You were in St. Cloud. We have pictures from way back then and now. And so I am very, very thankful to be by your side all the time. So thank you for your support.
Yo soy Pastor Santiago Ferreira, por más de 14 años, de José y Susi también, y contento por estar aquí apoyando también al senador Rick Scott, y creemos que el Señor le va a ayudar en todo lo que haga, y nosotros estaremos orando por usted.
Let me pray for you. Everything you do.
I am Luz Rodriguez, Dominican woman, director del Foro de Mujeres Dominicanas.
and volunteer for Rick Scott, I trust to you. You know what? Las personas que viven las realidades, y I explain for you the next day.
The people that work with you.
The person represents like you, the community. I am the voice for too many family. I work with the family in the community, and I trust to you. De una familia de mamás solteras y creo en su trabajo. Y estoy aquí porque sé que las personas que viven realidades sienten en su corazón las ganas de
Hello, everybody. My name is also a we're running this year, but we know that we're going to win. I want to say thank you, Senator, because I know Spanish community has a special place in your heart, and I want to say thank you. Thank you, not just because what you represent, it's because what you do for the Spanish community. And I want to say, just because of that, mark my word, just because of that, you always going to have a special place in our Spanish community. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go.
Hello everyone, my name is Susana Martinez. I'm Jose Martinez's wife, and I'm here because I believe in family values, and we know that we can keep Florida as a family conservative state. So I'm here with him, supporting him, because we have kids, we have family, and I want to fight for that.
Woo! Hey, phenomenal. Before I pass over the mic to
That's why you're going to win.
That's exactly right. Well, before I pass over the mic to the senator and the re-elected pretty soon Senator Rick Scott, let's take a second look at this room, right?
Yeah.
Do we see that? And I know when I went with you to the Brazilian for Rick Scott, it's the same thing, and Puerto Rican for Rick Scott. So you speak value. That's value, where we can do this outreach to the Latino community. And when I call people, they all wanted to come and see from different angles. Democrat, Republicans, they want to see Rick Scott. And I meant this in my heart, because you're genuine person, you're a statement. You're not a politician. I can see that. I mean, I see you walk into the Puerto Rican parade with your sneakers, remember? And listen, they even move us to the side. I remember that. They pulled us through the different angle, but you were not afraid. Yeah. You would say, you know what, this is my community. I'm here to represent all. Black, white, Latinos, this is community. I want to make sure that we re-elect Senator Rick Scott for many more years, because and I mean this in my heart, we need to keep Florida. It is. Can we make it better? Yes, a lot of improvement to be made, but we need great leaders to come in. I got the Latinos community from Venezuela, which a big hand of applause for all the Venezuelan brothers and sisters. Yeah. Please, let's support them. And they can come to you and say, hey, this is what I need for the community. And the Dominican community here, like I told you, they're great business people, business women and men, but they also have needs. Right. And they are not afraid or scared to come to you and to your staff and say, hey, this is what the Dominican community need here in Central Florida. And I know you give cell phone to people, like nobody's seen that, right? So that's talk about your character. So thank you, and with no further ado, let's be introduced our Senator Rick Scott, and hopefully re-elected again.
Well, this is humbling. So it's very nice that everybody's here. Let me just talk about my Senate job first, and let's talk about the election second. So my job is to represent you. So if you need something, if you don't tell me, I might not get it done. So be vocal. I mean, Olga doesn't have a problem. Neither of the Olgas have a problem. So it really is the way it works. I mean, all of us that get elected, our job is to do everything we can to support our communities, right? Everybody. And if you think about it, if everybody's got a chance to live the dream of this country, it's a heck of a country.
Amen.
But if certain groups don't have that chance, that's not a great place. I mean, most of us didn't grow up with a whole bunch of money, right? I didn't. So my job is everybody, every kid. There's two young boys back here and a young girl. I want them to have the same opportunity that I had. I grew up in a country, even though I lived in public housing, my mom said, you can be anything. There's no limit. That's what we all believe in. I had a tough mom. She said, you're going to church all the time. I said, I don't think I have to go to church after I leave home ever again. I've done enough church. She laughed. But she said, you're going to go to church, you're going to be an Eagle Scout, you're going to go make straight A's, and you're going to go get a job. And I did. That's the dream of this country. Right? And who knows what the outcome's going to be. But if you do all those things, you're going to be fine. And I was lucky, and I met in high school. We have 2 daughters, 6 grandsons and a granddaughter. We've lived the dream of the country, right? My job is to make sure that's true for everybody. So if you need something, I've got 9 offices in the state. Where's Gary?
Right in the back.
Gary works in the Central Florida area. Rosa works now. She's in Tampa.
Everybody knows
that. Yeah, but we've got the way it works is they give me a budget. It's your money, right? It's taxpayer money. And so my job is to help you. On the VA, by the way, you're right. You know, what's too bad about the VA is the people that work in the VA are wonderful people. They've created a process that's like a black hole. What's frustrating about the VA is, and I ran the biggest hospital company in the country. It could be better, but it's not because of the people, it's because of the process they've set up. And so that's one thing, you know, we continue to work on. We've expanded benefits and things like that, but we got to create a better process so people know what they can get. So any issues you guys have, you got to tell me. Now, elections, who's running right now? Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. Whoever you care about the most, get involved in their campaign. Because here's the deal. If everybody that just raised their hand has a big win, if you're running statewide, you're going to get those votes. That's the way it works. This is a team sport. It's not just the governor or the senator or the president. It's all of us. If we all work together, and Jose has a big win, okay? Or anybody's running. We have individual running for school board, and you're running for
county commission.
Yeah. So all these things. And then the other thing is so for this election, just get every vote you can get. Maximize every vote. Get every vote you can out for whoever you care about the most. Volunteer for them. What Aaron will tell you is that we can win everywhere in the state. Right now, what we have to have is just think about a typical. Here's what I've always thought about my job. What's a family want? Okay, and what do you want? You want to be able to be self-sufficient, right? You want your sons to have a great education because that's your future. You're gonna right, and you want to live someplace safe, as we from law enforcement, right? That's what you want. You don't need government dictating everything to you. You want opportunity, and it can't be a better opportunity that somebody else has a better opportunity than you have. And your kids, especially we all worry about our kids, right? Everybody worries. In our case, we have grandkids, but you worry that how are they going to do, right? So that's what we all have to do. We all have to make it better. We have school boards and all that, but every election matters. You know, I was governor for 8 years. Everything I got done through working with other people. Everything. So we added 1.7 million jobs. I didn't add those jobs by myself. We all did it. You have good mayors and school boards and city councils. When I went to a company, if I went to a company, I'd say, I want you to move to Florida. They'd say, okay, so tell me about the crime rate. Tell me about the education system, okay? And tell me, you know, what are the people like? That's pretty normal, right? And by the way, you live in a county and a city that actually is very entrepreneurial. In my 8 years as governor, I can tell you the places in the state that are going to grow really well. Osceola County is way more aggressive at job creation than almost any other county. And it's probably because of the, you know, it's what, 63% Hispanic? 67%
yeah.
Hispanic. So I mean, just think about how hard the Hispanic community works. I mean, I say this all around the state, but if you think about what's happened to our state, it seems like the smartest, the hardest working, the most entrepreneurial people left their countries and came here. They really did. So that's why we have so much, the Hispanic community has so much energy here. Because they came because they said, there's a better chance for me and there's a better chance for my kids. Right? We got to make sure that's true. All right? So that's what I do. DC is pretty dysfunctional right now. You know, I'm very optimistic that we're going to have a great year. Trump's going to win.
Yes.
And the press is going to act like, oh, Trump doesn't have a shot. If you think about what people are going to vote on, the first thing you're going to vote on is their job. Are you better off now financially? No. I mean, Biden and Harris have destroyed it. Right? If you think about world politics, you want Harris to negotiate with Putin? No. I mean, laugh. Yeah, she'll laugh too.
It does hurt yesterday.
Oh, that's what she does.
I just want to thank everybody. I'm very appreciative. I'm very humbled. This is a big opportunity and I always look at this as an opportunity and a responsibility. I've always looked at my life as a fiduciary. I think my mom told me this. So my job was to be a good husband. My job was to be a good son. She had high expectations for me. And be a good grandparent, a good dad, and when I was a CEO of companies, be a good CEO, and in this job, be a good senator. That's my job, be a fiduciary. And I think all of us, if we think that way, we'll do our job and do a good job. So, thanks everybody. Gracias por su apoyo. By the way, if you look at what I just want to tell you guys some numbers. You saw the jobs numbers today. They're not good. I mean, if you stop and think about what governments do, right? More regulation makes it more difficult for companies to add jobs. Yep. Right? More taxes, more fees, a longer permitting process. All these things are going to kill our families' jobs. They do it. And then what happens is they kill those jobs, our government has less revenue. I cut taxes as governor 100 times and our revenues went up. You know why? Our businesses prospered, we added more jobs, all those things. That's how you should grow your government, not by, oh, I want to take a higher percentage of your money. But today's jobs numbers, in the last 12 months, do you guys realize that this country has lost 1.1 million full-time jobs? Wow. We're only adding part-time jobs. Wow. And people are having to get, when you see the number and they say, oh, we added 142,000 jobs, that might be, a bunch of people getting 2 jobs. It's not 152,000 people, because the number of people with multiple jobs is growing, and the number of full-time jobs is going down. That's not good for the country. It's not good for anybody, and especially think of our kids when they get out of school. What are they going to do? So what was always important to me, and it still is important to me, is everybody get a job. I want everybody to be swamped. Everybody get a good education, and a lot of that's tied to school choice. I believe in all the school systems, whether you're at a public school or at a charter school, whatever it is, give people choice, and it makes everybody better. Right. It's real simple. We all get better if we have competition, right? We all do. And then we've got to keep everybody safe. So it's scary what they're doing on the border. The other thing, if you think about what they've done to, on immigration, we're an immigration state, right? You have people from all over, primarily South America and Central America. By having an open border, they tainted the whole immigration process. I was in the airport the other day, and I saw a young man from who was the TSA agent that was taking care of me. He was from Yemen, and he said, I'm treated totally different now. He said, when I came here as a young man, I guess he was born in Yemen. He said, I used to be able to go back there for a while. I can't anymore. But now they've tainted the whole immigration process. You can't get it fixed, make it better. This country is built on immigration. We've got to figure out how to fix immigration so people who want to live our dream can come here. Think about the energy we get. This whole country is based on immigration, on good legal immigration. So anything I can do, let me know. I'm a full service senator, and I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
And we got the whole community here. So I'm going to pass over the mic to our co-chair, definitely Dr. Jennifer Maceo. And please, you can give it 1 minute and bring it on.
Thank you for always showing up, Jennifer. Jennifer always comes and shows up. Thank you.
I'm very humbled to be here, and I am very honored to show up every time to support such a great candidate that's not only fighting for freedom and fighting for our values. And I know that you're not only fighting for me as an entrepreneur, as a mom, and somebody who grew up in this country facing all those challenges and being able to overcome them. Yep. It hasn't been easy, but I know that many people in the room can probably relate to those things. So I know, Senator, one of the things that I face as a minority is when we do go to county, when we do go to state, and we face those challenges and we don't know how to overcome them. I would like some encouraging words from you for our local entrepreneurs on what and how can we overcome those things?
So I just, well, what I tried to make sure when I was governor is that all the procurement system was set up where it was basically colorblind. It was based on quality, right? We had the best opportunity. We do, one issue you do have in all procurement is if you have it, it's really skewed to the people who've done it before, because it's like in the road thing, they have ratings and stuff like that. At the federal level, we try to make sure that one thing my office can do is if you're doing something with ag or DOT or something like that, we will go with you to try to help you get contracts. So part of what we'll do is you can call Gary, but if you're whatever office you're dealing with, we'll be partnered with you to help you get through it.
Thank you. I know that for me as an audiovisual company here locally, and knowing all the contractors, sometimes those are issues that we do face. A lot of times we do have certifications and we do have all the other things to back us up, but we do face those challenges. So I want to tell our community here locally, I encourage you that if you are facing those challenges on a local level or state level, to reach out to Rick Scott's office to see how he can help.
Yeah, we'll help you. And the other thing, the other thing we have to do, as a community is we've got to figure out how to help each other. I think one of the things, like I'm a business guy, so what you do in business is you bring people together and tell people, well, this is what this person does, this person does, this person. You guys ought to know each other. When Ann and I were governor and first lady, we would each have once a month, we would have a dinner at the mansion, and the whole goal was to get people to talk to each other. Because if they get to know Jennifer, there's probably a better chance that they're going to do business with Jennifer.
Well, that was one of my questions. I always look for ways on how we can connect the community with what we're doing, not only on a state level but also federal level. In your case, so I'm going to say it in Spanish. Les recomiendo a todos los empresarios que están aquí local. Sé que conecté con algunos y hay algunos representando varias industrias, y el único consejo que el senador y yo le podemos dar es que si algunos de ustedes enfrentan alguna dificultad en cualquiera de los procesos, tanto locales o estatales, que por favor se conecten con la oficina del senador para que ellos puedan ayudarlos a tener acceso a esos contratos que la ciudad puede ofrecerles a ustedes. Entonces yo sé que como empresaria ese es uno de los problemas que muchas personas tienen aquí localmente, entonces sí que por favor pueden comunicarse.
Just a group.
So one thing, what I learned as governor, in every community there's people who get things done. Olga get things done, Paula gets things done. There's a lot of people here that get things done. So if you don't know somebody, you need to reach out to them because they know everybody in these jobs.
Thank you. We're gonna, because of lack of time, gonna call in a few of the co-chair.
Okay.
All right. I also want to introduce, or maybe have a question on that. Jose Enrique, he's also part of the president of the Chamber of Commerce. Right, he represents a lot of the Dominican community here.
Hello, thank you. I am Dominican. I deported myself from Dominican Republic to here. So I love you, sir. So Kissimmee is very well known because of the traffic. I don't know where the money to fix the street is going, but we need politicians to help us to get money to fix the traffic in Kissimmee. That's one of the things that we're losing. So it's very well known because of Lake Toho. We are losing the lake because about 5 or 6 agencies cannot put together to get the money to clean the lake. Right now the lake is becoming a desert. Es un desierto. So we need the politicians to get together to help us get back Lake Toho. It's very well known because to go from here to Tampa, it takes us hours. When we only need to build one more road to get to Tampa. So we have a nice highway going to Miami, the other side, because of Miami. So what about us? We are now the biggest growing area in Florida. So we need the value. We need to know that we are here and we are good. And this is a good place to go and to drive around. Please help us. And we support you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jose Enrique.
Jose, just make sure that
Thank
the
you.
crowd knows that we do have appropriations coming from the state level.
Yeah.
that I-
correct.
So,
I'll
the
mention
said,
it.
so,
Yeah.
so on,
Is it on?
here's a way to think about getting appropriations. Paula is an active state rep, so she can get things done. So the way the state works is they have a budget every year. So every year this legislature comes to session for 60 days. They have the opportunity, and they do projects. They do projects for roads. They do projects for cleaning up lakes. They do all sorts of things. At the federal level, there's the way it works up there. It's actually more, it's less prescriptive. So whether it's the federal DOT or federal EPA or federal whatever, they have a bunch of grant programs. So we'll help you apply for those.
We do have appropriations coming for the lake cleanup. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We do have an appropriations that we received this last year through my office for the cleanup of Lake Tahoe. So that is
Good. Thank you. Woo! Much needed. Again, for the lack of time, let's put the co-chair, Cheyenne. Let's start from there. Let's pass it over to you. The 1 minute rule, let's see.
So I'm just grateful. Again, my name is Cheyenne Pineda. I am grateful here for Rick Scott and his team for the invitation of this roundtable as we kick off the Dominicans for Rick Scott campaign.
Woo! Come on now.
So as I said earlier, I am a homeschool mom. So I love that you said you are parental choice. So public school, charter, and homeschool is involved in there. Daughter and a community leader. And I take great pride in being the daughter of 2 legal Dominican immigrants that came to this country in 1979, and my dad will say with $18 in his pocket.
Wow.
Probably a lot, right? He'll tell you that a lot.
To pursue the American dream, and they worked hard, and now they have their own home and raised 3 professional children who are also living their American dream, like we said earlier, Senator Smith. So as of July 30th, there's over 275,000 Dominican Americans living in Florida. That makes the state of, it is the 3rd largest Dominican population after New York and New Jersey. That is true. So Dominicans, I know, when my parents came down in the 80s, we always went to New York or we went to Jersey. No, now we're coming to Florida, and that was because of the leadership of the governor under Rick Scott, and of course now DeSantis. So as a first-generation Dominican American, I think it is our responsibility, like it is yours, and every first-generation millennial Gen X here, is to ensure that our Hispanic community, and most importantly, our Dominican community, can pursue their American dream. So I'm here to support Rick Scott for Senator, just like I supported him in Governor. We had like 12 hurricanes in a row whenever he was on the TV with his Navy hat. I knew that I was going to be okay. So I look forward to collaborating with you all and how to ensure that Rick Scott makes it back to the Senate floor to continue to ensure that America becomes the beacon of hope of the
Amen to that. Thank you for passing the word. I'm going to say something.
Thank you. Thanks, Cheyenne.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here today. And as Cheyenne, we come here and we have story. I too come from legal immigrants that migrated here back in the 80s, and as a child, I was always pushed, do more. You can do it, do more. My parents always pushed me to do more. There's no limits, as you said, for an immigrant that comes from another country to achieve public office, to be able to serve not only the local level, but the Senate, the state. There is no limit.
Go to college. I mean, all these things. They push like crazy.
Venimos aquí y no tenemos límites. Los que los limitamos somos nosotros.
Amen.
So, as Dominicans, we contribute a lot, not only to the local economy, but also to the Dominican Republic, because we send money to our families, we do trade, we invest. So my question to you is, what specific policies or initiatives in the next administration, your next term, do you believe will strengthen the relationship between the Dominican Republic and the United States, specifically trade, immigration, cultural exchange, and whatever area you think?
I think, But first off, the one, if you want to support the Dominican Republic, you create more trade.
Correct.
So that's why what I've done with when I did as governor is I did trade missions, around Latin America, and then in this job I've gone. It's a little bit different, but I've gone down to all these countries and say, okay, what can we do better? I said, as governor, I got to meet most of the businesses in Florida. So the way you get it done is do roundtables like this. You get businesses here and businesses there, and you bring them together. On the immigration, I just tell you, it's right now. I'd love to get more stuff done, make it to where it's easier. I mean, you can't. It's so difficult. If you just want to, it should be easier to come here and work and go home, right? They make it impossible. And the guy that was running the Department of Labor actually was pretty. Marty Walsh was actually pretty good to work with to get that stuff done. Right now, there's nobody. So hopefully, with Trump, if he appoints the right people to these cabinet positions, we'll start getting it done. But it's going to be, I can just tell you, it'll be impossible if we don't get a secure border because it's tainted everything.
All right, thank you everyone. I think this will conclude our meeting, but definitely going to have some time to speak to the senator and take some pictures. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Lo presento, un gran aplauso. Dominicano por Rick Scott. Por favor, pregunta, la prensa también le vamos a dar la oportunidad. Yeah, we're going to do a group picture. Please, all of us stay here. It's going to be hard. We might take some tables out. No, tables también. Posiblemente. Vamos a ver. Sí, aquí mismo. Okay. Hey, let's get behind our table, behind the table. Honorable.
No acabé.
Y por favor.
No acabé. All the chairs, please. Venga pues.
I want everybody to have a shot.
Sí, yo me pongo ahí al ladito. Lo importante es que la gente. Ahí sí.
There we go.
We're gonna make room.
Están los micrófonos ahí, be careful. There you go. Ven para acá. José Enrique. Ven para acá. Yeah. José Enrique, por favor. Daniel. As many people as possible. All right. No. No, decididamente. Gracias. José Enrique. José Enrique.
You guys want to hold these so it would be helpful? You want the water? Oh, you want the water?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right before the shake.
José Enrique, te tengo de atrás. Póngalo ahí.
Siéntate aquí, José.
No, así. No, vamos a hacer. Let me get one. We go there. I got it there. Yeah, I'll bet like I did already. Need some more? Me voy a sentar yo.
Ni bola fama.
Yeah.
Over here.
Are we ready?
One, two, three. Right here. Okay.
We're gonna look at
Benjamin first. Then we'll look at Rosa.
Also, at the count of three, let's say Dominicans for Rick Scott.
Ah.
Okay. 1 second.
Gary will say, 1, 2, y 3.
Hold on. Rosa.
1, 2, y 3.
Dominica for Rick Scott.
All right, we're gonna do a gaggle with the press.
You can stay there.
Yeah, so everyone wants to come with us.
Yeah. Sí. I quiero que eso. Yeah, they're gonna do a little bit with the press.
So if everyone could just come over here while he's talking to the press, we'd love for you to be
Vale,
behind
quiero que
him
lo.
and support.
Antes que te vayas,
If you
quiero que
hold
lo
the
saluden un
signs up,
minuto.
that would be
Ven.
amazing.
No, pero. Senator. Senator. Again, great friend of mine, brother of mine for the Dominican Republic. And definitely.
For the
entrepreneur, this is that.
when you came. Getting better.
Great job. ¿Qué tal? Very good. ¿Qué tal? Familia, Tony. Gracias por apoyar. No, gracias, oíste, de verdad que sí. Lo importante es venir aquí. Es un placer. Bueno, estamos hablando, ¿viste? Yo sé que tienen que trabajar, por eso no quiten. Mira, mira. Mira una.